I work for an organization that works with kids in prison, kids who are in prison. Brother, I just need to ask a question of you. And just give me a minute. Why did you call her that? Because she is. That was his response. My mind? Told you. Then I said to him, okay, let me just say this to you, brother. And I'm starting to walk with him. And now, the great thing about it is he didn't want me to walk over there where he was going. So he slowed down. That was beautiful. And I just reminded him. One, I asked him, and here's a stupid question for me. Do you have a mother? And he looked at me like, where you think I came from, an egg? Yes. What if somebody called your mom that? Ooh. I said, just understand that's going to be somebody's mother one day. Do you have a sister? Yep. What if somebody called her that? Well, if she was acting like it, that's what she get. Okay, all right, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. I got you. One day you'll have some children, and you may have a daughter. Young man was 15 years old, had 2 children. 2 children, 1 son and 1 daughter. What if someone called your daughter that? Same response that he gave his mom. Woo, 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 woo. Understand that's somebody's daughter that you're talking to. You all right? And he just looked at me with this, that's it? That's it? And he walked away. And then I heard him get to his friends and they asked him, who was that, your uncle or something? I'm going to tell you, they called me an old man. Right? That's what they said. Who was that old man? Some Mark. That's a derogatory term. And let me tell you what my mind did when I wiped myself off the ground and placed myself in my automobile. I told you. You see, because what I expected the cat to do, quite frankly, was like, Mr. Boggan, thank you very much. But no, that young cat called me a mark. Didn't get nothing I was saying. I got in the car, and, for a little while I was pitying myself. Saying things in my mind like, I'll never tell people to jump off a cliff again. And then something hit me, and I hope you can appreciate this. DeVone, you did exactly what you were supposed to do. Why? How? What do you mean? DeVone, that young man will never again be able to say that no adult told him differently. He'll never again be able to say that. You planted a seed that can never be taken from that young man. And that is exactly what us adults are to do. You know how many young people do things in front of us that are unhealthy daily, and we walk by as if we don't see it? Things that if we planted a different kind of seed could change the very trajectory of one's life. Maybe not when we want to see it, but at some point. It took 2 years for those chickens to come home to roost for me. And I quite frankly didn't see it coming. But 2 years, I'm in a conference room 30 miles away in a public health office. Glass conference room, very nice conference room. And this young man walks through the door and walks into the building like he Barack Obama. I know where I'm going. And he just walked to the back. And I was listening to a conversation, but I followed this cat. I'm going, I know this cat from somewhere. So I get up out of the meeting. This is 2 years after this. This kid is 17, 18 years old at this point. And I walk back to where, and I look for him. I don't know his name. And I find him, and I say to this young brother, I said, man, I know you from somewhere. You the old man from the gas station. What gas station? You live in Vallejo? That's where I live, Vallejo. Yeah. You don't remember talking to me? Oh yeah, you the big brother. It's a big brother. But he said to me, he didn't thank me or anything like that. No, he just said, hey, man, I listened to what you said. I got myself an internship here. I'm going to junior college working on that, blah, 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 blah. No, and we might not have ever gotten that. That's not the point. That's not the point at all. It's a great story, but it's not the point at all. We are required to plant. And understand, because our ideas are the substance of our behavior, if we don't see it as good ground, we won't plant. If we don't see it as good seed, we won't plant. Our ideas about ourselves is the substance of our behavior about ourselves. Our ideas about our youth is the substance of our behavior towards our youth. What are your ideas? Your legacy, the difference you make, can be unfocused or powerful. The difference you make can be oversold or indispensable. The difference you make, and you make, and you make, and you make, and you make can be recreational or transformational. Let's not help our young people beat the odds. Let's change the odds. Thank you.